Adam and Lena stepped cautiously into the woods. The air grew heavy, filled with a strange mist that clung to them like cobwebs. Twisted branches, gnarled and ancient, reached out like grasping claws. The sunlight above was choked, barely a glimmer in the oppressive darkness. The forest floor was a carpet of decaying leaves, muffling their footsteps. Every rustle of wind sent shivers down their spines. It felt like they were being watched, their every move scrutinized by unseen eyes. Whispers danced on the edge of hearing, gone as quickly as they came. "Do you hear that?" Lena whispered, her hand gripping Adam's arm. Adam strained to listen. The whispers were back, faint and chilling, carrying a warning they couldn't quite decipher. He shook his head, his unease growing with every step deeper into the forest's shadowy embrace. They pushed onward, the whispers growing stronger, weaving a tapestry of fear around them. The trees seemed to press closer, their branches intertwining overhead to block out the last vestiges of light. It was then that they stumbled upon it, an ancient stone half buried in the forest floor. The stone was etched with strange symbols, glowing faintly in the gloom. As they drew closer, a cold wind swept through the trees, whipping their hair and clothes. It carried a low hum, resonating from the stone like a struck tuning fork. "What do you think it means?" Lena asked, her voice hushed with awe. Adam traced the markings with his fingers. They seemed familiar, like something out of an old book of mythology. "I think it's a riddle," he muttered, "something about light and darkness." As if summoned by his words, a faint glow appeared in the depths of the forest. It flickered like a candle flame, drawing their attention deeper into the gloom. Hesitantly, they followed, the whispers now swirling around them like a chorus of disembodied voices. Then they saw them, ghostly figures shimmering in the pale light. Their eyes were hollow sockets, their faces etched with an eternity of suffering. They stood silently, their forms wavering like heat haze. Adam and Lena exchanged a terrified look. Who were these spectral beings? One of the figures, taller than the others, took a step forward. It raised a skeletal hand, pointing a bony finger towards the heart of the forest. Though its lips never moved, a voice echoed in their minds, cold and clear. "Beware the guardians," it warned. Section 4. Guardians of the Forest. Panic surged through Adam. He wanted to run, to turn back and flee the nightmare unfolding before them, but his feet felt rooted to the spot. Beside him, Lena gasped, her eyes wide with terror. The ghostly figures began to fade, their forms dissolving back into the shadows. Then came the sound. A heavy thudding, growing louder with each passing second. It echoed through the trees, a terrifying rhythm that sent tremors through the forest floor. Adam's blood ran cold. Something was coming, something big. The undergrowth exploded outward, showering them with leaves and twigs. A monstrous figure emerged, its eyes glowing like hot coals in the darkness. It was vaguely humanoid in shape, but far larger than any man. Its skin was rough bark, its limbs twisted branches. This was the Guardian. Section 5. Flight and Discovery. Terror lent speed to their feet. They scrambled backward, tripping over roots and fallen branches. The Guardian lumbered forward, its heavy steps shaking the very earth. Adam grabbed Lena's hand, dragging her with him as they fled blindly through the trees. They dodged between massive trunks, the Guardian's enraged roars echoing behind them. The air grew thick with the scent of pine needles and damp earth. Just when they thought all hope was lost, Adam spotted it, a narrow opening hidden behind a curtain of hanging vines. Without hesitation, he pulled Lena through the opening, collapsing on the other side in a heap. They lay there for a moment, chests heaving, listening as the Guardian's enraged roars slowly faded into the distance. They were safe for now. They were in a cave, the air cool and damp. It was pitch black, but at least the Guardian was gone.